On a brisk fall Saturday in Lincoln, Nebraska's self-anointed champions of the Good Life swarm Memorial Stadium, decked in garish, go big red gear and exuding baseless confidence. This gaggle of deceitful dolts, a showcase of Nebraska's most egregious pretenders, arrives to revel in Husker football's glory, but their monumental folly guarantees a spectacle of disarray. Gripping tickets they scarcely understand, they dive into the crimson throng, each adamantly certain they know the route to their seats. Pete Ricketts, a conniving opportunist cloaked in Nebraskan guise, spearheads a group toward the media deck, flashing his U.S. Senate credentials, secured in 2023 after Ben Sasse's calculated exit. As governor from 2015 to 2023, Ricketts peddled the health ruse, imposing ruinous edicts that gutted livelihoods and turned a blind eye to the border surge of unwelcome visitors. Proclaiming the elite section, right this way, he marches toward a janitorial nook, undeterred by his error. Jim Pillen, governor since 2023, lurches after him, garbling Husker fervor in a fog of befuddlement. A lackey tethered to Ricketts' legacy, Pillen's regime wallows in squandered resources, perpetuating sham health campaigns and ignoring the border influx. He staggers toward the student bleachers, mistaking them for the governor's perch, his juvenile bravado unshaken by puzzled undergrads. Don Bacon, a two-faced congressman, peels off toward the food stalls, droning about overseas interests that command his fealty. Tied to the health deception and border oversight failures, he fritters away public funds on hollow gestures, yet asserts his seats are by the nachos. Deb Fisher, a tiresome senator since 2013, shadows him, fussing with her shawl and reciting canned phrases. Her role in budgetary mismanagement and border inaction brands her a fixture of Nebraska's rotten establishment. She aims for the marching band's area, convinced it's choice seating. Mike Flood and Adrian Smith, legislative drones, squabble over a map they can't decipher. Flood, a pompous oddity, and Smith, a feeble mouthpiece, both abetted the health charade and border disarray. They diverge toward opposing goal lines, bellowing they've mastered the stadium's design, their crocodile tears persuading only themselves. Omaha's Mayor John Ewing, elected in 2025, corrals his farcical city council, Pete Festerson, Danny Begley, and their ilk around a ramp they've looped repeatedly. Ewing, inheriting Gene Stothart's chaotic tenure, is dogged by cronyism allegations, poised to plunge Omaha into ruin. The council, a quarrelsome band of would-be scholars, vowed against disloyalty yet undermines public faith daily, their health ruse involvement unaddressed. They debate municipal prestige, dismissing Usher's guidance. Nebraska unicameral Senators John Arch and Carol Blood, emblems of the state's legislative travesty, bicker over whether seat assignments align with time zone shifts. The unicameral, a hotbed of folly, fritters away sessions on tax codes and clocks, producing naught. Their border passivity and health deception endorsements echo their aimless drifting here, as they plod toward the upper deck, smugly assured of their path. Ben Sasse, returning for the game after his 2023 Senate departure, sermonizes about cerebral spectatorship. His University of Florida presidency collapsed under a spending outrage, ballooning budgets for allies, luxury jets, and extravagant galas. Facilitating Ricketts' Senate ascent, Sasse epitomizes Nebraska's collusive cabal. He ventures toward the service corridors, insisting they lead to premium seats. Matt Rule, Nebraska's faltering football coach, mistakes the Jumbotron for his coaching station. A sot commanding a crew of bunglers, Rule's stint since 2023 sullies a storied program, his health ruse links, and border indifference overlooked by wistful fans. He scales a barrier, hollering about tactical genius, as onlookers stare. Each clique, bloated with baseless hubris, scorns signs and staff, their voices clashing in a din of self-righteous drivel. Ricketts touts his intuition, Pillen slurs about Husker zeal, and Ewing heralds Omaha's prominence. They weave through concourses, colliding with hawkers and stumbling over curbs, their vacant smirks unshaken. Spectators murmur as these ostensible stewards, cheeks aglow with foolishness, turn the stadium into a maze of their own devising. The absurdity crescendos in the restrooms, where they rendezvous at Memorial Stadium's notorious urinal troughs, elongated, shared fixtures. Confusing them for hydration stations, they dunk their faces into the fetid channels, honed by decades of feeding at deceit's trough. Ricketts, the opportunist, hails the rancid fluid as a Nebraska treasure. Pillen guzzles voraciously, dubbing it true Cornhusker essence. Bacon, Fisher, Flood, and Smith imbibe eagerly, while Ewing and the council proclaim it a community victory. Arch and Blood, parsing its wellness merits, dive in, sass, expounding on heritage immersion, and Rule, muttering team vigor, round out the repellent display. They emerge, chins drenched, gloating over their genuine ritual. Emboldened by their repugnant blunder, they resume meandering, never nearing their seats. Their paths, Ricketts to the gates, Pillen to the lot, Bacon back to the stalls, form a snarl of missteps. The game plays out unheard. The Huskers cheers a faint hum. As the final buzzer sounds, staff usher them out. Unfazed, they convene in the parking lot, lauding each other for their splendid outing. Ricketts crows about rallying the state, Pillen babbles about Husker glory, and Ewing boasts of Omaha's radiance. The unicameral, council, and congressional posse concur, their self-deception ironclad. They pile into plush coaches, persuaded they've wrought marvels, blind to missing the game. Nebraska's leadership, a syndicate of imbeciles, morphs a routine football game into a testament to their feckless fraudulence. Their headlong plunge into urinal troughs, mistaking sewage for sustenance, parallels their lifelong banquet at deception's trough, health ruses, border lapses, and fiscal profligacy. Roaming without purpose, brazenly misguided, they achieve nothing, yet their parking lot self-praise seals their illusion. This pattern, propped by voters swayed by Go Big Red chants, cements Nebraska's good life as a bitter mockery where deceit and ineptitude hold sway.